You see this book? You see this book? Fuck it! You know, I was actually going to spend today talking about something useful, like maybe creationism, or maybe even my Shakespeare action figure, or maybe my character Kyle. But no, I've got to talk about Twilight because people won't shut the fuck up about it. Ugh, that book from hell deserves to die. A horrible, painful death, if I do say so myself. And you want to know why? I'll tell you why. In Twilight, each and every one of the characters has about, altogether, the depth of a spoon. Teaspoon, rather. You see, they don't want anything out of life. Edward loves Bella because she smells nice. And Bella loves Edward because he sparkles. Vampires don't sparkle! Ugh! More than that, they don't want to do anything with their lives. They don't think about college. They don't think about where they want to go to high school. They don't think about anything. They don't think about what they want to do with their lives. Maybe they don't need to because they're sort of never aging. But what's more, Edward and Bella have absolutely no common ground whatsoever. They don't at all. The only thing that they have in common at the beginning of the book is that they both think the other is pretty. And if that isn't the most shallow romance you could ever have, I don't know what is. But if you go to the website of the author, you can find out that, holy shit, they both like Muse. And that's about it. That's just problem number 1, people. Issue number 2. Twilight shits all over vampire lore. I like vampires a lot. They're my favorite creature type thing. I have an entire clan of vampires, something I haven't even done with my elf characters. But the entire clan of vampires, you know, she just shits all over vampire lore. The whole entire thing. Vampires sparkle in the sun! Yeah, shut the fuck up. It comes from a dream where she was in a meadow with a sparkly vampire. Ugh. The whole thing is shit, and she proudly admits that I didn't go doing research about vampires. I just decided to do what I wanted. Because I didn't want anyone to ruin what I had in my mind for my vampire characters. Shut the fuck up. Problem 3. Renesmee. Renesmee? How do you even say that name? What the fuck is it? Apparently it's a Mormon thing. I don't know. I don't care. It's ridiculous. And the whole book is fucking ridiculous. But that thing in particular. How the hell does that thing exist? And why does Bella keep it when it breaks her frickin' spine? And why does she even live with it when they have to cut it out of her stomach by biting her? And then Edward rips the baby from her belly? What the fucking hell? Ugh. Yes, I am spoiling the entire book for you. Fuck you, Twilight fans. Speaking of Twilight fans, they're problem number 4th, because Twilight fans are incredibly bitchy. Every time I say, I don't like Twilight, they're, oh, but you gotta like Twilight, have you ever read it? Yes, I did try to read it, and my eyes started bleeding. But, you know, more than just being really annoying teenage prep bitches, what really scares me about the Twilight fans is they're just sheer fanaticism. The guy who played Edward Cullen in the new Twilight movie, God help us, that thing's coming out. I want to burn every copy of it that ever existed. Basically, he's met up with a few girls, and one time he was at an IMAX store, a girl came up to him, showed him a tattoo on the side of her forehead that was an apple that said lamb, which is Edward's nickname for Bella. And then she said, Edward, will you bite me? You can suck my blood. He's like, okay then. And then another instance of fandom fuck-upness is when he was signing copies of the book or something, and a couple of girls came up to him. They had clawed scratches in their throats, and they went up to Ed, and they had fresh blood pouring down their necks, and they said, we did it for you, Edward! The fans are fucking scary. The romantic relationship between Edward and Bella, too, is absolutely disturbing. Edward is a fucking stalker, and it comes down to the point where the book basically teaches a moral, shallow romance is great, and you should give your life to your lover. That's what the book teaches, and it's a really poor message, because that's what leads to abusive relationships. But more to the point, Edward is a freaking stalker. There's one point in the book where he admits he has been slipping into Bella's room every night and watching her and listening to her as she talks in her sleep. If that isn't stalker behavior, then by damn, I don't know what is. And yet the fans seem to think this is incredibly hot. Oh, Oh, and did I mention vampires don't sparkle? Ugh, that's what pisses me most about this series. Sparkling vampires in daylight. I think Edward and the rest of the Cullens should take a nice long trip to Sunnydale. Okay, now that I'm done ripping on Twilight, I'm going to go give myself some aspirin because I have a headache. Peace.